first guest is an acclaimed actor who's lent his trademark intensity to more than 20 films over the last 20 years. And now you can see him every week right here on CBS as an ex-CIA agent who's stopping crimes before they're committed on the hit show Person of Interest. Take a look.
This guy you're talking to is my CI.
He's a confidential informant.
A money launderer for the late Dom Moretti.
Hey, I've got some questions for him.
You were risking his cover by even approaching him. Let's go. What did he want?
Just to ask me some questions.
Funny, I've got a few of those for you too, Harold.
Please welcome Jim Caviezel.
True that you auditioned for 90210?
Yeah, I could never get on.
Really?
Are you
What?
I at one point I said, okay, I have about 3 days. I'm going to really work at it. And this character was very arrogant. So I said, I will be arrogant. I walked in and I got a phone call from my agent, and they said, the casting director said, I'll never have that guy in again. He's the most arrogant guy I've ever met.
Wow.
So
you're obviously amazing at your job.
No, but it's great to be here with you.
It's really nice to be here.
Oh, what a great story. Well, I think that's a perfect segue to my next question, because as an actor, you are known for being, very intense. You're just a very kind of focused, intense guy. So,
yeah.
But there's got to be something goofy about you in your real life. Anything at all?
All you got to do is ask my wife. She always says the Count of Monte Cristo doesn't take out her garbage in the morning.
Well, you're a count. Why would you?
But you've been married 20 years and you guys met on a blind date?
15
years.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Dated for 3.
Okay.
And tell me about this blind date. Like what?
My sister had told me about her, and I finally got the guts to call her, and I asked her if she'd meet at this department store. And she said, yeah. And my problem is that when I really like somebody, I like them too much, and then they usually walked away. So my goal here was, all right, when I meet with her, just don't act like you like her. And so, heck, I'm 24 years old at the time, and we only had like maybe 2 hours to get to know one another, but she shows up 45 minutes late. And I'm supposed to be sitting at this bench, and after about an hour, I just said, gee, I'm not going to sit here anymore. And I walked over and I sat with the piano player, at the department store, and he's playing away, and he starts playing songs, and then girls would walk in and I'd say, yeah, I hope it's not that girl. Finally, she walked in, and I said, oh, I'm in trouble. And then all that burning desire to want to be with her started coming up. I walked over and I started doing stupid things like taking clothes and messing them up, and then acting like, hey, excuse me, ma'am, are you looking for something or someone? She goes, yeah, I think I'm looking for you. Now that I know her better, I thought she had that look in her eye like, I think this guy's a crazy guy.
It's so romantic.
No, it's not like love at first sight. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah.
And then I heard you were struck by lightning at some point.
Yeah, I did. Just don't hang out with me with the golf clubs.
What did that feel like?
I don't know. I seem to be getting over it.
Did you know you had been struck by lightning, or did you just fall out?
No, you know it.
Trust me, you know, right?
Yeah, really? I could. It was like everything was like sparkles, red.
Wow.
And,
Really?
You literally were fried. You were seeing like sparks.
Yeah, you could feel it, but it's the reaction from the several hundred people that are watching that know that something happened when they get away from you.
Hey, congratulations on Person of Interest and the success of that show. Now, for anyone who hasn't seen it, why is it called Person of Interest? Explain who Person of Interest is.
Well, we all are people of interest, how I like to think of it. And the character I play, yeah, he's a special forces former CIA, but he's also a bully killer. And he believes right, wrong, black, white, good versus evil. And those ideals have been broken a bit, but deep down he has an objective, and that is to fight those elements out there that other people can't do it. He wants to be there for them. There's a machine. The machine can predict when a crime's going to happen. It's through a social security number that shows up randomly. But the whole thing with it is we don't know if they're going to be the victim or the perpetrator.
Now you shoot on the streets of New York. Have you ever had any crazy encounters with people?
Man, you know it. I remember during the pilot, we were, Michael Emerson and I were walking across the street, but at this time I'm dressed as a bum. I have a long beard on and long hair, and people know who Michael Emerson is, but they don't know who
recognize you.
So this guy comes walking through and he has these two bodyguards, and I'm walking next to him, and he's telling me how the machine works and everything, and this guy walks in between us, and I tap him on the shoulder, and I say, hey, get out of here. And in the Reese voice, and the guy like freaking out, thinking that Michael Emerson's hanging out with bums or something. But we walk over there, and I have to beat these two bodyguards up, and I see these guys making an attempt to walk over to get in it, because this is New York City.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are great, boxers and fighters, and typical New Yorkers will, they'll get involved.
Yeah,
So you just saw a bum
gosh.
beating up these two guys.
Well, the cameras are so far off, they don't know.
Oh, they don't know.
They don't know that
It's
we're
a great
shooting
show. It's a great show. I wish you and Taraji would kind of...
Well, we will see what happens. Jim Caviezel, everyone. Jim, thank you for coming on. You can watch Person of Interest tonight and every Thursday night at 9.